Welcome to the Fix Your Problems podcast. My name is Frikki.
My name is Hjalti.
My name is Tómas.
Fuck yeah, we got Tommy. He's here.
Tommy boy.
Yes,
We've actually talked a lot about this guy before.
A little bit.
Yeah. So Tommy, you just got back from Dubai?
Yeah, got back from Dubai. It's been insane.
Bro was
Yeah,
stuck
man.
there during the military times.
Yeah.
She was getting bombed out there.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You sent we were recording a podcast, me and Hjalti, and we just, because we saw your story, and then I show you a message like, are you doing good? I thought you would just be like, yeah, I'm fine. And then you send like a video like, we're hiding, there's bombs everywhere, it's fucked.
Yeah, it's been crazy, man, and it's ridiculous to think about it. That just 2-3 weeks ago we were hiding in some mansion in some corners there, because so how it happened is that if I just go like day before it all like kicked off, we had our rent-a-car that we had like rented out for a few days, and then essentially we were driving on the Palm, Jumeirah, just having a great time, just blasting music and just having a great time, really on top of life moment right there. And then we just drive around all the nice like areas of Dubai. It's pretty sick. It's like out of reality cool. And then so that's like the day before, and then we get back to our apartment. We sleep through the night. I remember I woke up like super late, so I'm still kind of in the Icelandic time zone there. So I wake up late. I get a message from my dad and mom, and they texted me like on Snapchat. They had some missed calls. I was like purely asleep, and they were like, Israel just attacked Tehran. They killed like 170 innocent like school people, which is like disgusting, right? So I remember at that time I was like, okay, bro, we need to. So I'm with my Norwegian business partner there. We've been going on a lot of trips like this recent year, and I was just okay. So they just attacked Abu Dhabi, which is like a 1-hour drive from Dubai. Okay, we need to have a plan to get the fuck out of this building, because we're on the top floor of the building. It's only like 4-story high, and we are on the top building. And I remember like when I saw in the news that, like, I woke up, I saw in the news that they had killed someone in Abu Dhabi by a bomb. And that's like an hour away. So I was telling him like, okay, if it's happening in Abu Dhabi, it's gonna happen in Dubai. That's like 100%, right?
Yeah.
So I remember like fucking hell, like I had ordered some food. It came like all these, like they have some sick thing in Dubai that's like in Iceland we're paying $20-30 for a nice like meal out like today, like biryani, like oriental, all that stuff, in Dubai you can pay $10 and you can get very good food sent up to your room within 20 minutes. It's incredible, right? And I had ordered some American pancakes and just some cool breakfast like eggs and bacon and stuff like that. I remember when I was just getting the food inside of the inside of the apartment, I heard the first like bombs that got intercepted by Dubai, and let me tell you guys, like my whole just body just kind of like I just got out of like that was definitely not the scariest moment. But okay, so that happens. The whole building is just kind of shaking. Like it's kind of like we're used to this because we have earthquakes here. Like we kind of get the feeling, right? And but this was like different type of shaking, because when there's a bomb in the air and Dubai basically intercepted it, it was like right in our area, like JVC. It's called. It's like a family area in Dubai. That's very cool. And I remember just the shake of the building. We run downstairs, like we run to the second like underground parking lot, and we hide there basically for like 8 hours or something. We were getting a bunch of alerts in our phone, like and it was just crazy creepy, right? So we stay in that car park for like 8 hours, and most of the people like around us are like, don't worry, it's okay, don't worry, like Dubai is so safe and stuff like that. But and we were always trying to be calm and stuff like that, but like coming from Iceland and Norway as well, like we're so used to the safety and just not having to worry about stuff like that. And when we hear it, like obviously, like this as a kid, like you always see like Middle East, some bombs, ISIS, and all this stuff, like. And when you're just there in real life, and you hear this for the first time, it's like, fuck, this is scary, right? So okay, and we hide in the parking lot for like few hours, and then essentially we have a client in Dubai who's called Philip Johansson. He's like super rich Danish guy who made a fuck ton of money selling high ticket affiliate marketing programs. And he basically was a plumber, like at 27 years old. He was like $20,000 in debt, like insane steroids and drugs, and was just like like super. He's a big unit today, right? And he's been living on the Palm, paying like 100K a month in rent there alone. And now he lives a bit outside of Dubai, and we were in touch with him the whole day. And we were like, Phil, did you hear that shit? Did you hear that shit? And he was like, no, guys, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I did not hear anything. And we had that rent.
You guys were that close, huh?
Yeah. So we were like 30 or 40 minutes away from him. And then essentially when we text him like, yo, Phil, like we're hearing bumps basically come like every few, like it's coming like every here and then. And then we like our radar just gets filled with so much, like we get so scared. So we decide, yo, Phil, we need to come at your place. And he was like, yeah, guys, come over. And huge villa, like this private, like it's insane, like it's a big ass mansion, the Bentleys, the Lamborghini Urus in front, like super cool place. And I remember like it was like you had to open up some gates to go in the neighborhood, super cool. And we go there, we feel like, okay, I feel a bit more safe right now. I've driven like 30-40 minutes away, so we stay yapping with Phil, like we look at his mansion and just stay there for a few hours. And then it's like 4 a.m. in the morning. We were like super tired. So we go to sleep, and 30 minutes later after that, we hear the first, like that's when Phil heard the first bumps in his area. Like he had not been hearing anything like the whole day. And then like that, the guy does not sleep. Like he is so much on he's on something to make him not sleep. He sleeps like 2-3 hours a day. Like it's insane how he's functioning on that. but yeah, so we go to sleep. 30 minutes later, we hear the first bumps, and they're like pretty close. They're like close to the airport, DXB airport. That's like 2 or 3 kilometers away from where Phil stays. And when we hear that, it was like, okay, it got intercepted. That's cool. We go back to sleep. Oh, let me just kick this guy here out 1 second.
It's so good.
So, shit, guys. All right. So, yeah, that's
so good.
That's one of the admins inside the server. He's probably curious. But anyways, so yeah. So we go back to sleep. And at 6 a.m. in the morning, I remember this time, 6:13 a.m. in the morning, Phil has a bunch of like people working for him in the house. They sleep at the house, they do everything. He has got some Filipino maids cooking, cleaning, like mowing the lawn. It's pretty okay. And he was like, guys, when you wake up, just have the maid cook you some eggs, bacon, like all that stuff. And we were like feeling super luxurious. Okay, at 6:13 a.m. We wake up to the screaming, and like that's a Filipino maid. She's calling her family like, did you hear that? Did you hear that? And like my body was like that was like, we run downstairs obviously because it's like you need to stay away from windows and stuff like that when it's like bombs are around you and stuff like that. So we hear this big ass bump, and Frikki, I remember I sent you a video on Instagram. Like, this is the corner we're staying in right now. And I'm not even trying to sound like dramatic or anything, but that by far was the scariest part of my life, because like I was thinking like it was unreal, and like I was thinking really deep thoughts at that moment, and we were like all in the corner. We were all like this, shaking in one corner with Phil and some mates and stuff like that. It was like just like I shake talking about this, because like I get so many like flashbacks from that moment. But yeah, it's unreal. And so thankfully nothing happened really, but we heard the bump go down like 2 or 3 kilometers away, and that was like heavy hit. We like heard it like boom, and we take a rent-a-car we basically drive over to a city called Al Ain, which is like a bit more in the desert. So we basically speed run there, 160 kilometers in the desert. Like we see the camels, we see like the wildlife of the South Arabia, and it's pretty phenomenal to drive there. We got bunch of fines on the way. Like Dubai has like one of the biggest like fine systems in the world. Like if you drive over, like let's say there's a 30-kilometer speed limit, if you drive at 35 you're getting a fine, right? Like in Iceland, if you would do that, that's like normal, like if you drive a bit over. But in Dubai they're very strict on that, so we ended up getting like 400 dirhams in fine, which is about like $100. Nothing crazy, but still, you know, we were just trying to go as fast away from Dubai just to get to a safer place. We got to Al Ain like an hour later, and from there we just stayed at some hotel. We've been looking at like, because the situation was pretty scary, like Abu Dhabi was getting hit as well, Dubai was getting hit, even some Qatar, Bahrain, like cities around.
Kuwait.
Yeah, Kuwait, exactly, yeah. So and Israel obviously getting hammered, but they're not showing it on the internet because they're obviously just paying to take it down. It's ridiculous. I hope they're not monitoring this call here. You know, they have so much power.
Yeah, an Israeli guy just bought Discord, so who knows?
Oh shit! Fuck.
It's funny. Before we joined this, I deleted my old Discord account because they have this new monitoring system and shit.
Ooh.
You know, you have to verify with your face. But hopefully, the Israeli gods are not listening to this.
I hope so as well.
We pray to Moloch.
Yeah.
Guys, I need the viewers to understand that we come from Iceland. Like, bombings and any sort of war is very foreign to us. We only see that online or in movies and stuff like that. So, really being in it is fucking crazy listening to your story, Tómas. It's so foreign to what we're used to. But like you said, like we're used to maybe earthquakes.
Yeah.
Well, that's nothing compared to a fucking bomb going over your head and then like the maid screaming. Like, I
Yeah.
can't imagine waking up to that in the morning, man.
Exactly. And she was calling her family back in the Philippines, and at that moment when she was like crying, obviously that like gives you some crazy like scary impact into your own body, and we were all shaking in that corner, just like holding our hands like this and just like waiting for Dubai to intercept like these big bombs that are like over your head. It's insane, right? So yeah, we go to Al Ain, we go to this Marriott hotel and just stay in the lobby for a few hours, like, and let me tell you guys, there's like in Dubai there's so many like rich Russian people, like it's insane. Like there's so many, like on the Palm Jumeirah, I think 50% of all the people that own like these mansion there, it's all Russians and Ukrainians. So when the war happened in Ukraine and Russia, they got these big like bags of cash. The Ukrainian rich people and the Russian people, they came with it into Dubai and bought a bunch of real estate. So we were in a line. We were staying in the lobby for a few hours. We paid, overpriced, like 10x the price to go to Oman, to into a town called Ibri, very small town, like very like Oman is safe, but like this town was a bit like nothing around there, like no stores, just a hotel in the middle of the desert, kind of like weird feeling. So we stayed there for a night. We got bitten like crazy by some bed bugs in the like room. It was a pretty bad room. It was a pretty rough night. So we wake up the next morning. We had booked a flight over to Saudi. So we wake up the morning. We go to a Muscat. That's like a 2-hour drive away from the town we were in. We fly over to Jeddah. I remember how scared we were just taking off the plane, because so Muscat is like it's also very close to Iran. So it's only like few hour drive from Dubai. But I remember like we were very scared just taking the turn and then going to Jeddah, because obviously like fuck it, like they have crazy Iran is like super powerful in terms of the bombs and shit like that. So we go to Jeddah on a jet and we stay there for a few hours. We book a flight to Berlin the next day at like 5 p.m. So we had to wait like a lot of hours, and we were sleeping in the lounge in Jeddah. And I slept for like 30 minutes and then woke up. Like, I'm always like monitoring the situation on X. I'm like always looking at like what's happening. Like, okay. And then I see that they have bombed some US embassy in Riyadh, which is in Saudi. So that's the first bomb that comes to Saudi. And at that point, I was thinking with myself, okay, bro, they are following me. Like, they are literally following me. Like, I had went to Oman and then to Saudi, and Jeddah, and now Riyadh is being bombed. And I was looking at, like, I was talking to Grok, like, what are the fucking chances this Jeddah airport is gonna get bombed as well? And you know, I could not wait there for 12 hours. Like, my body was literally shaking. I got like such a, like, I could not even control it. Like, my mouth was shaking. I was having a hard time talking. It was like a surreal moment. So we go to the airport, like, we go out of the lounge, we look at the departures, like, and we see like, okay, is there any way we can get the fuck out of here faster? I'm not waiting 12 hours to go to Berlin. Like, there's no way. So we are very lucky. We look at some flight to London. We basically found a flight to London. We, you know, paid obviously like some overpriced tickets for everything in this like traveling journey. But yeah, it's like we fly to London, and bro, let me tell you, when the plane was crossing like Italy, like my nerves went from like this to absolutely like way down. Like, it was like it's surreal to just be in Europe and the safety, like going from Middle East back to Europe. It was like, because there were so many people that had very hard time leaving Dubai. Like a few days after this, like they were even like the Oman borders did not want Dubai people to go through Oman. So there was like a bunch of Icelandic people also having issues with going to Oman. But thankfully we paid some local Oman UAE guy to go through with us, and he was like super respected apparently. But yeah, it was a tough process. We had to go through a bunch of like gates, and they were looking at me like I was 12, which obviously looked very young, and like, what the fuck are you doing in Oman, like, you know? And yeah, it was pretty wild, man. It's insane.
That is nuts, dude.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
that's really nuts. Yeah.
How was it like when you landed in London, going off that plane?
Yeah, it felt great, man. But obviously, like, still stressed, because like I just want to get back home to Iceland, just, you know, sleep in my own bed, you know, drink the Icelandic tap water. So and yeah, like we go to London. Obviously, we feel a bit safe, like way more safe. You know, obviously, like you're still thinking about like what's happening. You can't process like what's been going on for the past few days. It's like it's so unimaginable. So yeah, we land in London. We take like one night sleep in London, and then fly back to Iceland the next day. He flies back to Norway, and yeah, when you go back to Iceland, like let me tell you, for the first like 3 days, when I heard like planes go off in the airport, because we obviously hear a lot of like planes, and especially the Navy, like when they go up, like so noisy, right? And I can imagine like Hjalti, you hear it a lot because you're working at the airport.
Oh yeah, I'd be watching the jets go up.
Yeah, so when I heard like those sounds, like I was terrified, because like I had probably developed some PTSD in my head. Like I had just heard some crazy sounds like all the time, and I was thinking, okay, this is a bump. Fucking hell. Like, do I need to go to Greenland to be safe? Like, what's going on? So yeah, it's
when he sees a Muslim, he's like gonna fucking kill him. PTSD.
Yeah.
Tell me, how was that first hug to your mom when you got home? You know what I mean? Like, how was it just coming home, just hugging your family, just finally being out of that fully situation? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was probably the best feeling ever, man. It was just like, because, you know, obviously they are very paranoid. Like my dad is a bit more relaxed, but obviously like your mother is always like, you know, the stressed, you know. And
of course.
And I was not telling her like the scariest shit, because like that would have just affected her even more. She was already having a hard time sleeping like during these few days. But you know, they were obviously like checking the news as well. But there is like, especially like one thing that I just think of, like Dubai and the UAE. Like, I hope I don't mess this up with saying this, but there are people in the UAE, like these big influencers and big people who have big impact on social media. Like, they are saying Dubai is like very safe. Like, I'm not gonna say like it's not fully safe, because like there are literally bombs flying around. And I saw something yesterday, like with ballistic missiles, like they were flying over Dubai. So Dubai it's not safe. And locals are really wanting to tell you like Dubai is very safe. Like Tate was offering people to buy the real estate with USDT crypto. It's sickness, because like obviously Tate is doing this to, he has millions of dollars worth in real estate on the palm, and he's just doing this to try in his power to keep people in Dubai. And then what happened? Yeah. He went 3 days later to Dubai. He stayed there for like 2 or 3 days, and then left to Kazakhstan and then to China. So if that doesn't tell you, like, he's in China right now. He's in China right now.
That's hilarious, dude. He's in China.
Yeah, so he left Dubai as well. Like he was always like, I'm gonna go in Dubai and I'm gonna catch these bumps. Like, okay, sorry. Like Tate used to be a big inspiration for like me, especially like during the day. Of course, you as well. The real world and the Hustlers University, but I mean, he has fallen off in so many ways. And like him promoting, gambling, he's obviously doing some very shady stuff. Like how he made his first money, like that was not through what he's teaching today. We all know that, but what Tate is doing on X, and just like he has changed up and switched up so much. And I don't have any faith in this guy today. Like I think Tristan Tate is like far better guy in terms of like just being a bit more down to earth, and even though they're not really down to earth, but Tate is like a bit out of touch with all reality. And I don't know, man.
I mean, like we used to. It's kind of crazy to look back like 2022.
Yeah.
Like Tate comes on the scene, and like I'm watching every video. I join Hustlers University, and
same here.
Like then you start making money by doing what he says, and you're like, holy shit. But all these years later, all this time later, you watch his videos now, and it's just like he's just like a constant, just a bzzz of like negativity and shit, and just like punch women, and I'll catch these bombs. It's a lot of, it's crazy, and
and I agree. I mean, Tristan has kind of always stayed true to a little bit who he is. He hasn't jumped religions when the crowd wanted to go one way or the other, like Andrew did. And but he's also not been in the limelight
now, like again Christian.
Yeah, because now it's cool to be Christian again.
Exactly.
Like you know what I mean? Like he just does whatever is cool, and I mean he lost that fight just to win money on betting. You know what I mean?
Oh
like,
yeah, of course.
It's just weird. It's just weird. All of the shit he does now, but I agree. Back in the day, I think inspired all of us to start taking life a lot more seriously.
Absolutely.
And really, nobody's coming to save us,
Yeah. Which is 100% right. Like, absolutely. Like, he has done a good job in terms of like this Hustlers University and the real world. Like, he obviously has like a bunch of different professors like teaching every skill and stuff like that. But yeah, like, how did he make his money in the first place? It was not from the stuff he's teaching today.
Cam girl.
Yeah, cam girls and OF and stuff like that. Like, so it's a questionable guy, very controversial.
Yeah, but hey, we do actually start most episodes of me recording or me reading a Bible verse. So I'm gonna read a Bible verse real quick. Flee the evil desires of youth and pursue righteousness, faith, love, and peace, along with those who call on the Lord out of a pure heart. That's 2 Timothy 2:22.
Amen.
Nice.
Amen. Do you want to get into some bare men questions?
Yeah, man. I wanted to ask Tommy though, because is this something that none of us in this call except Tómas has experienced, of being like in a war zone, bombs and shit? And I mean, you have to really like praying and stuff. How does like God figure into your life now compared to like before?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I always think of this, like when shit gets bad, I always seek to God, and I always feel like guilty, like why am I not talking to God like more regularly? And like always when something like, why does stuff have to get bad for me to actually wake the hell up and start doing my prayers and actually taking this seriously? Because like on the inside I know like I'm not like, I used to do this when I was younger, like when I was like I don't know, 5 to 10 years old, to do the prayers every night, and but today I'm not really doing it. Like I should obviously be doing it because it's I really believe in God. Like I'm a man of God for sure. But still, I always seek to God when shit gets bad, and I kind of regret doing it now, and I'm gonna take it for sure more seriously, like moving forward, because God makes an impact. That's for sure.
I mean, it's funny. Tate literally made me start praying. Like I used to pray when I was a kid, just like you, and a lot of the shit Tristan talked about was like, I've stopped meditating and turned that into prayer.
Yeah.
But I don't think you should like shame yourself for not praying. Whatever, it doesn't need to be something like you have to do.
Yeah.
It should be something you want to do. So hell yeah.
And then you see the Muslims, like obviously, like I was in the Middle East, and there's nothing but Muslims around me. Like one thing I love about like the religion of being a Muslim is that they're so dedicated to their God. Like they do 5 prayers, and that's really inspiration. Like they do it at all times. They have no excuses. Like even when I was boarding my flight, there was this guy who had like his carpet, and he was doing his prayers. So it's really motivating. Like not motivating. It's like really disciplined. Religion in that terms.
All my employees are Muslim, and I always join them for like Ramadan in February.
Yeah.
And I always respect them. They're always, at least, they might be rapists or something in their country. I have no idea. But to me, they're nice.
Yeah, for sure.
We're going to get into a controversial, we're going to get into a segment here. We're going to play the theme for Bearman Questions.
Ding, ding. I don't care how good you are on anything. You don't have discipline. You ain't nobody.
So these are questions from me and Hjalti's old boxing coach, Bearman. Hjalti, do you want to read the first one?
I can read the first one, yeah. Would you kiss the wall if it meant peaceful life under Israel leadership?
Wait, can you say it again? I cannot.
Would you kiss the wall, the Wailing Wall in Israel, if it meant peaceful life under Israel leadership?
Never in my ever life. Never.
Can't do it.
Also,
Can't
I don't
kiss the
know
wall.
if the viewers know, but they don't only just kiss the wall; they hump the wall. And
What?
it's because when God left Israel, they say that it was the male part of God that left with the Jews out there, and the female part stayed, and he stayed within that wall. So they are technically just impregnated the wall. Not joking. That is, I was watching this video, and that's they hump the wall because that is the female part of God, they say.
Wow,
That's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
Every celebrity people like has gone to that wall and cried and kissed and shit.
Yeah, and
Sad.
and also, guys, like, have you ever thought about like Jesus Christ? Obviously, like in our story and in our Bible, he comes from Jerusalem, and that's in Israel. Have you ever thought of like why are Israeli people like not Christian? Because like God in our story comes from Jerusalem, if I'm not wrong.
Because those people don't come from that area. They are people that got thrown out. These are just Austrians and Germans and like people from Europe mostly that went down there through Zionism. They aren't true Israelites in that sort of sense.
I mean, if you really Google some shit or grok some shit, like how did Israel how was it formed after World War II?
Yeah.
It's not a real country. Anyway, we're moving on to the next question. Would you rather fight Andrew Tate or be one of his OnlyFans girls for a night?
Fight Andrew Tate. Even though I would lose. Yeah. Just, I mean, fight him, for fuck's sake.
You probably make $1 million from the betting, you know?
Yeah. I would put my life savings on.
Do you think
on
do you
Tate.
think you would get a punch in?
Wait, what? Do you think I get what?
Do you think you would get a punch in on Tate?
Sure, yeah.
At least think you would.
I think anybody could get a punch in. Like that's nothing crazy.
That's nothing crazy.
It's a fight too. He would probably kick you, because he was in kickboxing and shit. He'd probably just kick the shit out.
Well,
of
maybe
you.
okay. I guess we're not talking boxing rules. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm not gonna, get beaten to hell, but
yeah.
I don't think he would want
try
me.
my hardest.
Yeah, I don't think he wants me in his bed, so I'd probably have to fight him.
Yeah.
What do you mean, Frikki? You're a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lady.
That's funny,
All
man.
right.
You want to check the next question?
Yeah. What would be the best outcome of the Iran-Israel conflict?
Yeah, that's a good question, and I don't think there's any perfect answer to this because no party is gonna be happy regardless. Like you're seeing what's happening. Like this is gonna affect, and this is already affecting like the global like market. Like you can see the gas prices are going up in every single country. This is already having a very, very bad impact on the global earth and the whole stock market and the business world overall. How I see it end, like God knows. Like I have no idea. You know, like
I think probably how it will end is the Greater Israel Project that's been talked about for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that. Thomas.
Did you guys see that Charlie Kirk video where he's basically telling like America to stay out of fighting Iran and just like he really predicted it, like he really just predicted what's gonna happen, and he was like, when they start bombing, they're gonna bomb in Saudi, and that's also correct. So, and he was telling like how bad impact this is gonna have, like, and I was reading about it, like, okay, Russia is also threatening Europe to not sell gas and oil to Europe, and Europe will eventually, like, I think I read this somewhere where like it's 50 days and the whole Europe is gonna run out of like gasoline and all that stuff. So I don't know, man. I think this whole thing, if this keeps going at this pace and there's no negotiations to like end this somehow, like it's gonna really, really affect us. And I'm like, I would maybe consider buying an electric car or something. Like that's gonna be a better option.
That's a bigger conspiracy. I think they've known that this war is going to happen for a while. So Europe has been trying to push us into going electric for years. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's very true.
Maybe.
I mean, this is something Hjalti, tell me.
No, I was going to say because we in Iceland, we now pay a kilometer price for driving our cars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they put that on us that drive gas cars before this war happened, and now this war happened and our gas prices are up.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe they knew this was going to happen beforehand, and that's why they were pushing for the kilometer thing to become a thing?
That's a very good wow.
You know what I mean?
That's very good thinking, actually. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe not.
Did you guys see that they wanted also to charge all cars driving on Reykjanesbrautin? Like They want to charge for that, and also for going from Reykjavik over to Akranes, like going through a tunnel. Like you need to get charged for that. So they're trying everything in our power, like the Icelandic like government and the three women that are like in charge of everything that's going on. They are really destroying what's going on in Iceland, like trying to put us in the ESB and stuff like that. It's not gonna do us any good,
So the three, I love propaganda. There's always propaganda in every country you live in, and Iceland, like when the new president came in and everything, they keep saying this in the news. The three Valkyries are the beaming light of Iceland.
Yeah,
like the Valkyries are like bad things in the Bible, which is good. But we have three beautiful female leaders controlling our country now and making it better, right?
Sure. So much better. Yes, we love what's going on. Absolutely.
But I was going to mention, like, just like every president pretty much since like the 2000s has been like aiming for war with Iran. And if you Google Trump 2011 against Iran, he was basically shitting on Obama, saying that Obama is trying to go to war with Iran and you shouldn't go to war with Iran.
Yeah.
Like every president has been like attacking the other one, like you shouldn't do this, and then they want to do it when they get into office. So I don't think this is like a brand new plan that just happened out of nowhere. I think it's like just meant to happen.
Yeah. Did you see that? Hjalti, keep going.
I was gonna say, actually, Biden was he stayed away from that war as much as possible. Actually, one of the first things he did when he went into office, and I love hating on Biden, but one of the first things he did when he came to office was try to sign like some sort of deal with Iran, because he was like, fuck no.
Yeah.
And he didn't send missiles to Israel, didn't do nothing like that. He was like really trying to stay out of that war. In a weird way, that's I think one of the only good things Biden did, but he kept us away from this war, and who knows, maybe Armageddon is next.
Yeah, I mean, Trump is doing everything in his power right now to stay out of these Epstein files and try to distract them as much as possible. Like that's the reality. Like, what has he done since he came on president? Like, he has hijacked Venezuela. He's been threatening to take over Greenland, and now he's doing this, and it's just like he's doing everything in his power to distract this Epstein files, and we've already seen this, like, and we've already seen like some leaked pictures and stuff like that. Like we all know it happened, but he obviously has the strongest like lawyers, strongest team behind him to try to distract this, from the whole earth. But like, I don't know, man. Yeah. I think Biden was way better, even though like he wasn't, great, but still, no worse.
But Biden, he liked the young girls. Big fan of the young girls. But
they all like the young girls.
As much as I love doing the Trump voice, like I don't believe any of these presidents are like the top leaders. There's probably 8 people above them making the decisions.
Oh yeah, of course, of course. They're just the brand. They're just the face of it.
Yeah. So whatever, like because everything seems to be lining up for like World War III. It's and like people have been saying that for a long time, but now it's like it seems like it's more likely. They got Iran, they got Venezuela.
Yeah.
But how do you think Iceland will? Do you think it'll affect our lives like it affects like people in Europe?
Yeah.
I don't think it will affect us as much. I think probably we'll have military like from the US come back to Iceland. That might be interesting.
Yeah. It's a very interesting topic for sure. Like, and especially like we have a lot of like guys in the army from the US, Canada, UK, in Ausbro. So like, and there are jets flying every single day, like big jets, and it's kind of like just stay away from Iceland. But in the same way, like if something would happen to Iceland, like what are they gonna do? So like why don't they just be in America or the UK or somewhere else? Like and also guys, did you see that like with Iceland like signing up for some stuff in South Africa like recently, like joining Netherlands in some like I don't know, it was something, but like I don't know, the government of Iceland is trying to make Iceland look like a big country, even though we're just like a small village in India. Like it's like we are 400,000 people, but like why are we acting so big? Like just stay out of everything, escape. So
the thing Tommy's mentioning is CAIR, CAIR, welcomes the Netherlands and Iceland joining South Africa's genocide case against Israel. Yeah. It's very funny. South Africa has a genocide case against Israel. I don't know if you've heard of the genocides happening like in South Africa.
Yeah,
there's like a genocide happening to white people in South Africa right now. Well, let's not even mention that.
Let's not mention that.
We have another question here from Bearman. Okay, so we're gonna say this in like a YouTube way. How many juice boxes could you take in a fight for survival?
What? Juice boxes.
Listen, this is from Bearman. We don't take any accountability for these questions.
How many juice boxes?
Juice boxes. The juice box emoji on your phone when people say that.
I texted you on Discord if you want to check what that means.
Oh
Tómas.
Yeah, please wait. Let me check it. Did you send it or?
Yeah, I sent you a message.
Oh, it's probably in the message request. Yeah, here it is. Juice boxes. I have no idea. Wait.
We're gonna get there to check my message.
Let me see.
So he knows what it means, but I don't think he knows how many you can take in a fight.
Oh, how many juice I'm gonna box? Or
yes, how many could you take in a fight? That's the question.
That's a good question, man. I don't know. Juice are fucking crazy,
probably
man.
True.
Yeah. I think it depends on the juice box. I think it depends.
Yeah.
That's I have no idea, honestly. Yeah.
Let's just move on here from this nice little question here. So, okay, the next question, we kind of answered it. It's what would it take for peace in the Middle East and world peace?
Yeah.
Honestly, maybe remove all the lizards in power, but I'm not sure that's possible.
It's not possible. Yeah.
It would probably require like I used to think this when I was younger. I'm not sure this is real anymore, but like, yeah, maybe one day aliens will visit us and like everybody will have to come together. But at this point, I kind of believe aliens have already been here and like all the militaries know about it.
For sure.
Fuck.
It's I agree with that. Like and also, have you guys seen like with Benjamin Netanyahu, like there's so many rumors going on that he's gone from Earth, and And are you seeing these AI videos like 6 fingers and his ears and his lower teeth? Like it's not right. Like I think he's gone, but Israel is doing everything in their power to really make sure and have do not confirm that he is gone, you know. But and also what's making this interesting is that his son, he's chilling and LARPing in Miami, like hella rich, you know. He's getting his money from the Rothschild family, and it's unreal because he stopped tweeting for like a week. You know, he's usually tweeting like a lot during the day. He stopped tweeting during the time. You know, he did not attend very like, you know, important meeting in Israel. So there's a lot of stuff that like either he's dead or he's just hiding in some bunkers in like Berlin or Germany or something. Like I know he flew there.
Really, like the prime minister of Israel is in Berlin.
Yeah,
hiding.
He flew to Berlin like when it happened. Yeah. Like he took a flight to Tel Aviv to Berlin and just is hiding in some shelters there or something.
Or at least his aircraft went. I know the official statement from Israel is that it was just a routine, flight for maintenance. But obviously, I don't think so. It just happened as soon as the war started. So I think there's definitely our boy Benjamin on board.
Yeah, that video whenever like how often does like a president or whatever make a video of like I'm alive? So like it really seems like why would he have to make a video to like make sure like I'm alive? Don't worry, guys. Exactly. This is not AI.
Exactly. That's
even that coffee shop video. It's from 2024. But they had an AI changed it up and made a difference. It's from an earlier visit that he made in 2024. In the original video, you can see on one of the screens inside the coffee shop, and it says 2024. But in the new one, the AI one, they made it kind of blurry, so you can't really see it.
Yeah. Damn.
It's super weird. It's an interesting situation going on down there.
Yeah, for sure.
Who fucking knows what's going on?
Exactly.
Do you want to check the question 6? Because this is a little fun one.
Yeah, let's see. Mm-hmm. Question 6. Is oil really from dinosaur bones, or is that just something rich oil people lied about?
Yeah, that's a good question, man. I'm gonna pass that question on to Frikki.
Bones do not turn to oil. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I mean,
not turn into oil.
I think Hjalti is probably talking about the same theory. Like, so if you're like an atheist, it's like, all right, there was a Big Bang, and then a few million years ago there was a comet that came to the Earth and blew everything up, and all the dinosaurs turned into oil. And oil is like a finite substance. I personally don't believe anymore that it's like a finite thing that'll like run out. I think it's very abundant. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a form of control that they have over us that we have to pay whatever price they say. I'm not sure that'll change.
The diamond industry, right? They say there's like very rare the diamonds, but they aren't really that rare.
Right. Fugazi.
Exactly, it's a thing.
But if you want to piss off like any parent, just tell them, you know, just tell them oil isn't from bones. It's like a conspiracy from the Rothschilds.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I know that, you know, the reason why the US wants Greenland, like not for national standpoint or security. It's for the goddamn oil, you know.
But there's also a bunch of other shit there, right? Like all the minerals.
Yeah, minerals, exactly. Yeah. It's very rich in minerals.
Maybe they want to start Project Wormhole again. Who knows?
Oh, which one was that? Wait a minute.
I think it's called Project Wormhole, but I think in 1960 something, the U.S. were creating ice tunnels underneath in Greenland to load up a bunch of nuclear missiles there to be ready to attack Russia.
That's crazy.
They wanted to have, I don't remember how long it was, like a 4-kilometer long tunnel with about 3,000 nuclear heads that were always moving. So just in case they got bombed, they wouldn't always be in the same location. And then it just got buried until Denmark, I think in 96 or something, started going over the documents again. And we're like, what the fuck is this shit?
Damn, that's crazy. That's insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't remember if it's called the wormhole. I'm guessing Frikki is looking it up and he's not finding it. I can just see it on his face. He's not finding it. But
I'm trying to find it.
I don't remember the exact name of it. If I find it, I'll text you about it later, Frikki.
I mean, Tom, have you heard of like the theories of like the Antarctic? There's like Nazis there still. They got giants. They have the center to the universe. They have flying saucers.
Yeah.
Stuff like this.
Yeah.
This is fun. This is the fun side of the internet.
Exactly, man.
In my opinion, if the lizards want to start World War III, at least we can talk about crazy theories. So this is
That's true, man. That's very true. For sure.
Like Project Iceworm.
Iceworm. Holy shit. So Project Iceworm is... the hell is this? Holy shit. So it was a top secret United States Army program of the Cold War, which aimed to build a network of mobile nuclear missile launch sites under the Greenland ice sheet. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, it's real. It's not fake. That's for real.
Damn, that's failed nuclear. Damn, shit.
Mm-hmm.
The city under
it was just
snow.
buried in this tunnel for a year. Yeah, for years, so just buried.
Yeah.
Nobody really knew about it.
It's crazy.
Wow, that's insane.
You guys have heard of like in Switzerland, there's like the most amount of bunkers in the world and everything like that after the Cold War.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's real, but I'm sure there's some leftover United States shit in Iceland.
Oh, for sure, absolutely, definitely.
Gotta be.
I have a friend. He was talking to this army guy, and my friend is gay. He was talking to this gay army guy from back in the day. It's like a lot older than us, and he said that there is some military complex within Asian. He said there's a secret tunnel to get into there.
Damn,
shit.
That's a big statement.
I don't know if that's out anywhere. I know that even my friend, he is not a big conspiracy theorist. He likes to go off facts and doesn't really like it when I say shit. But he said, no, man, like the way this guy said it, he honestly believed him. It was like there was something weird about the way he said it, and he didn't talk too much of that. But who knows? Maybe you'll go make a little live vlog, Frikki, and try to find that tunnel.
Shit.
I mean, I love. Do you know what? Do you guys have heard of LiDAR? It's like these lasers that you can shoot out at a mountain, and you can see if there's like tunnels and shit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would love for some American to come here and LiDAR the entire ocean. There's got to be interesting shit in there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Maybe.
100%.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But what's more interesting? Question 7 from Bearman. What's your favorite Goislop restaurant and also homemade Goislop meal?
Chicken gyro, 100%. Never gonna change.
Yeah.
never gonna change.
Dude, there's a restaurant in Keflavik where we're from called Oriento, and it's actually I interviewed their son. It's like a family that owns that restaurant, and I think they're from Syria. Like they also, I mean, his story was crazy, kind of like Tommy. Like he had to escape a war-torn country, and they got their visas stolen, like a whole bunch of problems. But their parents managed to open this amazing restaurant in Keflavik, Oriento. So go there, eat the chicken, it's amazing.
Exactly. Not sponsored though.
No, never. But
maybe one day.
Maybe one day. Yeah, exactly. No, they're actually like, Jesus Christ, they're so good, man. They never disappoint. Like I'm sure you had a lot of good chicken gyros like when you were back in Greece as well, and they were like half the price, like €5 each or something like that.
They used to be €2 or €3, so you could like. I gained so much weight in Greece. I was probably 15 kilos heavier than I am now. Like, and just because like I used to, I could spend like $12 a day for food, and I would buy like maybe €3 or something, and then that's a ton of chicken, and it's good food. Go to Greece, recommend. But we're gonna move on into the Patreon episode. We're gonna get a little more crazy. So if you want to check that out, go to patreon.com/fixyourproblemspodcast. Tommy, is there anything you want to share like your Instagram or anything?
Yeah,
people should add you.
Yeah, for sure. If you want to make money to clip videos and get views, then go to Discord GG or actually just go on clipson.io, and then you can make money posting videos and getting views. That's simple. That's simple.
Clipson.io.
Yes.
Check that shit.
Clipson.io. Yeah, exactly.